Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, thank you for your time to join the webinar this morning. Okay, my name is SK, and I am the host for this section. Okay, I have my marketing team over here, Fifi, and also sales team, Fatin, Nina, and Vinny. For your information, this webinar will be recorded, and if you want the video, please let us know, and we will email to you after this. Okay, before we start, if you have any question, feel free to voice out, or you can post your question in the chat box, and we will answer after that. Okay, without wasting my time, let me introduce our presenter for today, Jay Chong. Okay, Jay Chong, I pass the floor for you.
Okay, thank you, SK. Okay, I have shared my screen so everyone can see my screen now.
Yes, Ken.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay Chong. So today I'm the presenter for this webinar today on the product introduction of the UBNT Wi-Fi 6. All right. So let me introduce you a little background of the Ubiquiti Networks. Ubiquiti Networks was founded in the year of 2003 and it based in the New York, USA. Ubiquiti Networks have manufactures a lot of wireless data communication products for the enterprise and also the wireless broadband providers. Not only that, Ubiquiti also sells a lot of wired and wireless networking products until today. Okay, so this is the product family that nowadays Ubiquiti have. And you can see that we have the latest of the routers, just like the UDM Pro and USG Pro and the USG. Well, just like the indoor wireless AP, nowadays our AP is an AC model. So you can see from the previously is a legacy model. The legacy model is already end of life, and nowadays the Wi-Fi 5 AC AP, and nowadays of the Wi-Fi 6 AP also. Okay. Not only that, Ubiquiti also manufacture a lot of the outdoor point-to-point and point-to-multipoint. So you can see is just like the air fiber, and then the rocket series and power beam, nano beam, and so on. Okay, not only about the wireless point-to-point, but Ubiquiti also manufactures the switches and hardware controller devices, VoIP phones, door access, and even CCTV. Okay, and also the LED lights and so on. So this is the product family that Ubiquiti manufactures until today. Okay, before I goes on, do you guys have any idea what is Wi-Fi 6 is about? Anyone can let me know? If let's say you don't have any idea what is Wi-Fi 6, so let me do a basic introduction of what is Wi-Fi 6. Okay, Wi-Fi 6, we call it as 802.11ax. This is the latest generation of Wi-Fi. It improved on Wi-Fi 5, that is a 802.11ac, in a few major ways. First one is speed, secondly, efficiency, and also the security. You can think of Wi-Fi 6 as a high efficiency Wi-Fi. The biggest improvement in Wi-Fi 6 focus on efficiency and handling multiple devices. Okay, Wi-Fi 6 also allows more devices to use the same Wi-Fi channels and frequency with less issue related to interference. This matters to the most in the dense networks with a lot of devices where throughput speed to multiple devices can be 4 times higher than Wi-Fi 5. Okay, so on the security side, Wi-Fi 6 mandates support for WPA3 encryption and authentication that replacing the more vulnerable of the WPA2. Okay, so now I would like to share you the general benefits of the Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 will help the battery life of your devices. Secondly, Wi-Fi 6 help deal with the Wi-Fi congestions and improve the real-world performance. In addition, Wi-Fi 6 support for 160 MHz channels that indirectly make the speed even more faster. All right. So because of the Wi-Fi 6 speed improvement, why the Wi-Fi 6 will bring a speed improvement as it focuses on the speed efficiency and multiple device throughput that lead the single client speed up as well. For example, with a Wi-Fi 6 access point and a Wi-Fi 6 client, single client speed should see a 10 to 50% increase compared to a Wi-Fi 5 networks. Another factor that Wi-Fi 6 bring a speed improvement that is due to Wi-Fi 6 adds MCS 10 and MCS 11. These MCS 10 and MCS 11 supporting up to 1024 QAM modulations, which raises the theoretical throughput by 25%. This raises maximum data rates from a normal 867 megabits per second to nowadays the 1.2 gigabit for a typical two-stream client over an 80 megahertz channel. The next factor that makes the Wi-Fi 6 bring a speed improvement is that it has the multiple user MIMO and OFDMA. By right now, do you know what is the OFDMA? All right, let me share you about OFDMA. OFDMA is a technology borrowed from the LTE cellular modems. Its the main impact on the Wi-Fi is that it breaks up a wireless channel into smaller resource units, and each of the resource units can be assigned to a specific client. Before I proceed to the UBNT Wi-Fi 6 product, do you guys got any question on this Wi-Fi 6? If let's say no, then I will go to our product Wi-Fi 6 AP. This is our product of the Wi-Fi 6 that is U6 Lite. U6 Lite is a two-stream Wi-Fi 6 access point that can deliver up to 1.5 aggregate radio rate with the 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz radios. So, by using our U6 Lite, you can use in a small and medium-sized business, and you can use in the home usage, and most lastly, is a very fast discovery and setup in the controller. The second product of our Wi-Fi 6 AP is U6LR. U6LR is an advanced version of the previous of the long range, the AC long range, and also the AC Pro. Okay, it delivers and aggregate the radio rate up to 3 gigabit with the 5 gigahertz and in the 2.4 gigahertz radios. So now, I would like to share you the comparison table between the UAP U6LR and UAP U6 Lite. UAP U6LR can be used in the environment of indoor environment and semi-outdoor environment. And it got the interface of a 1 RJ45 port with the data rate of in the 2.4 gigahertz is a 600 meg and 5 gigahertz can up to 2.4 gig, while the U6 Lite can up to 1.2 gig in the 5 gigahertz. And you can see from here, the weatherproofing for the U6LR is IP54 rating because it got a partial dust and splash resistant. Compared to U6 Lite, there's no weatherproofing that you're unable to install in the semi-outdoor environment. And the concurrent user for the U6RR is 300 plus, and while the U6 Lite concurrent user is up to 300 plus also, but maybe not up to 300, maybe less than that also maybe happen. Okay, so this is the comparisons for the U6LR and U6 Lite. Okay, U6 Lite, U6 Lite and U6LR have a few key differences. U6LR has higher gain antennas and higher transmit power that have a more powerful processor and double the RAM. With the double the RAM, the double the special streams that require the PoE plus. Not only that, U6 Era also has addressable RGB lights and is partially dust and flash resistant, meaning that it can be used in a protected outdoor area like under a porch roof. U6 Era is physical larger, the same size just like the UAP AC HD, while the U6 Lite is same size as the Nano HD. So you can use the Nano HD bracket and then with our U6 Lite. Okay, so the U6 Era is a more of a replacement for the UAP AC Pro than the UAP AC Era due to its higher price and higher spec. Okay, you need to be also aware that U6LR and U6 Lite, neither of the Wi-Fi 6 model includes a power adapter. So you will have to use them with a PoE switch or buy a PoE injector separately. Okay, so while you compare of the U6LR and U6 Lite, the end of the result of all these differences is that U6LR should support more clients at once. And it delivers faster speed to devices with support for 3 or 4 spatial streams and cover more area than U6 Lite. So far, you all got any question between the U6LR and U6 Lite?
Hi, Jack. Ken, I have a question.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, just now I saw your last presentation slide. The interface port is 1 gig RJ45, right?
Yes, correct.
But your 5G able to support 2.5G traffic, but your uplink only 1G. Does it make sense?
Okay, when you talk about LAN, yes, it's only gigabit. But when you say about the wireless is depending on the 5 gigahertz. So which means that if let's say your devices cannot up to that level of the 2.4 gig, that you also unable to have the just like entertain, you cannot enjoy up to the 2.4 gigabit inside the 5 gigahertz stream.
So that means your 5 gigahertz 2.4G only for LAN portion, right?
Yes, correct. This 5 gigahertz actually is for the wireless stream. So which means that if because of the 4x4, which means that if let's say got many users at the same time using this Wi-Fi, that these devices can just like distribute the speed very accurate to the every user.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now when already just like do the introduction of the UBNT Wi-Fi 6 AP, so now I would like to share with you how to manage and control of the UBNT U6LR and U6 Lite. First, you can use our Ubiquiti Cloud Key. So we have 3 models of the Cloud Key, which is the Cloud Key Generation 1, and then another one is the Cloud Key Gen 2, and the third one is Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. All right. You also can install the software control inside a computer, whether it's a MacBook, you can install in the Windows laptop, and also you can install the software controller inside the Windows server and also the Linux server. Lastly, you also can manage the software controller through the VMware. Okay, so this is the installation guide to how to install and upgrade in the Windows. Firstly, you will need to go to the Ubiquiti download page, and then you navigate and then to search for the latest software controller. Then when you click the software, then you click the accept, and then you just run the exe file. When you run finish, and then it will navigate you to a small notification panel. You just browse open with the browser, then it will lead they will navigate you to the web interface of the software controller. So once you log into the software controller, you can manage to device and you can manage to adopt the devices through the software controller already. So now, this is how to adopt our Ubiquiti device. First, after you log in to our software controller interface, okay, you can see the devices is on the pending adoption. So once you see the pending adoption, you can click the button of the adopt button, and then it will runs to you to the and install adopt inside your software controller within a layer 2 network. Okay, so once the device already adopted, the indicator light of the AP will be shown as the blue LED. Okay, so the normal, just like the most common causes of the adoption failures, the first one is the ports blocked by the firewall. Secondly, because of the DHCP server issue. But you also need to aware of the network topology issues, 100 FTS peak, and also the lastly is because unable to upgrade the firmware that lead the adoption failures. Okay, so once you already adopted our U6LR, U6 Lite, now U6LR and U6 Lite also can do a mesh. So in our Ubiquiti mesh, it's called wireless uplink. This wireless uplink allows our access point with a wired data connection to act as a one base station that is uplink AP for up to 4 other access points on the 5 GHz, which extend the Wi-Fi coverage in most blind spot area, and then can pull down any configuration and setting via the upstream AP. So in the scenario of we using the latest of using our routers, just like the UDM Pro, and while the connection is connected to our USW switch for the PoE switch, and then connected to the cloud key and also the AP, so you can do the wireless uplink from there already. So got any question on this, just like the basic network proposal? If let's say you all don't have any question on this wireless uplink, then this is another best practice for the wireless uplink. All right. So normally we all use as a one base station is just one AP to control all the slave AP. But in Ubiquiti, the best practice for this wireless uplink is you need an AP and then to become the base station, and at the same time you can have another base station to do uh, the downlink and also the uplink AP. So this is already encourage you to have the multi hop wireless uplink. And from the table here, this is the compatibility that every of our model of access point today can support the wireless uplink. Okay, so now, so you all have any questions on the our U6 era and U6 Lite?
Okay, Jay, they got a question from Chin Lai. Okay,
Okay.
is there any cloud controller?
Yes, we do have our cloud controller, but if you let's say you want to use our cloud controller, you need to download and install the software controller inside a laptop. Let the let the your account is already registered inside the software controller. Only you can go to the cloud controller and using your Ubiquiti account and access to your software controller.
Okay, then will be another question from Sharon. Cloud key must be only installed at one device or can be more to one device.
So you are referring to you want to install more cloud key at multiple sites, is it? Okay. If you want to install the cloud key at the multiple site, yes, actually we encourage you to use the cloud key at the multiple site because you want to save the time management and then the resources to control and manage all the APs. So that's why we encourage you to buy and install the cloud key for your multiple sites.
Okay, next question from Sharon. Any license limitation?
Okay, this is very good question. Okay, when we compare the licenses to the nowadays the Aruba, Ruckus, and then the uh, Rage, okay, and then there was this Cisco, we are proudly to say we will not need the license, annual license. So which means that you buy the devices, it's a perpetual license already. And you just buy the device and you can have the warranty of up to 1 year.
How many how many AP per server?
Okay, if let's say you want to install the AP inside your server, there's a server requirements for this software controller. If let's say you just like you have the Windows physical server of 2 GB RAM and then the HDD storage up to 1 TB, then you can install the AP up to 50 devices already. So if let's say you want to have many devices, the more importantly is the RAM. You need to increase up to 4 GB or 8 GB. Then you can manage more and more AP devices already.
If under cloud, what cloud? How many AP on that cloud?
Okay, the actually on the cloud controller is the just like their free cloud for you to access the software controller, but you still need to install the software controller inside any of your server or any of your laptop. So which means that the cloud controller is just like the tools for you to go inside the software controller that already has implemented at the multiple site.
Okay, Yusang, and Jay answering your question.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so got any more questions?
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
Jay, okay, sorry, because I'm not technical person, I'm from sales, so I got one question to ask.
Yes, sure.
Which is last time I heard from my guy, the Ubiquiti, maybe it's the account, I'm not sure. once they're set under one laptop already, and then they have to perform all the setting via that laptop. But if let's say they want to change laptop to log into the Ubiquiti account for to perform further setting in future, they cannot make it. Means it's only tied to one laptop for the setting. So do this still is the same condition right now, or actually there is no limitation for the account sign up already?
This is actually is a very good question from you. Okay, so this I want to share with you also for my past few years of this just like selling the Ubiquiti. Okay, if you just like using a one Ubiquiti account to sign in and then do all these things, you can add on the user, which means that you can add on just like the user A to become another admin. You can add on the user B as another admin. Then from there, you go to the cloud of the Ubiquiti and sign on with the user B, just like you already assigned user A and user B. So you use the user A email address and then log into the Ubiquiti account. Then from there, you can manage and launch the software control of the site A already. So which means that once you already assign, you can manage through the Ubiquiti account already. So need not to be installed in one laptop, and from there you no need to you need to just like need to use the particular laptop only can do the monitoring already. So now you can use the user A and B account and then log into the cloud to manage and monitor the AP through the cloud already. So did I answer you that already?
Yes, but also want to ask if let's say let's say this master admin, I'm using this laptop to register, but now my laptop corrupted or need to change laptop. So this master admin, do I still manage to log in from my new laptop in future?
Okay. In the future, if you let's say you want to just like put it in a new laptop, right? Actually, you just required to use back the existing user, just like the user, the master login account, and you use the master login account and install into your new laptop. So which means that you just like you transfer, you just like the master change the account to the user A first. Then after that, when the master already installed a new laptop, just just pass back the authentication and then the management to the master. Then it can be managed already from the master laptop.
If let's say laptop corrupted lah, not managed to transfer the master to user A, then user A is not the master admin, but when I get my new laptop, do I still manage to log into my master admin account?
Okay, if let's say the master laptop already corrupted, okay, you need to do the admin transfer through the cloud. So which means that the Ubiquiti account is still let you to transfer and authorize you to any party of the any users. So from there, you can just pass the authorization first, make till the just like wait until the master laptop is already just like buy the new laptop and then install already, just transfer back. That's very easy already.
I see. So means everything still manageable in cloud right now lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for your answer.
Yeah. Okay, so if let's say don't have any questions, then I will do a summary of today the webinar. Okay, so the today webinar is to let you all have the better understanding of Wi-Fi 6. Okay, so not only that, you are able to know how to manage the U6 LR and the U6 Lite. Lastly, you may see a data rate of the 1.2 gig but you won't ever get the 1.2 gig of the throughput because there's a lot of overhead in Wi-Fi. The actual TCP throughput is usually 60 to 70% of your data rate. Okay, so there are a few reasons for this. Because Wi-Fi is a shared medium, and all the devices in the range must coordinate the use of the channel. Okay, before every transmission, there's a short period of silence that's called we call it an interference space, while the device checks is it okay to transmit or not. Okay, another that is Wi-Fi packets have to be acknowledged, and Wi-Fi is a half duplex. It's not full duplex here. So meaning that transmission can be only happen in one direction at one time. To download a large file, a Wi-Fi device needs to take many short breaks to acknowledge that it's accurately receiving data. Okay, furthermore, if you want to get the maximum data rate, you need to have the higher signal strength that we often refer to RSSI. This RSSI is the closer to the zero, the stronger the signal. A typical RSSI range is from the negative 30 dBm is really loud to negative 75 dBm that is really quiet. So last but not least, higher signal strength doesn't guarantee the high data rates. The client is usually limited to the factor, especially our mobile devices today. So data rates are negotiated up and down based on the condition of the network and also the devices. So which means that if you let's say your devices can be supported of the Wi-Fi 6, then you can enjoy the speed and the technology from the Wi-Fi 6 already. So at the moment, you all got any more question on the Ubiquiti Wi-Fi? Let me see, is there any question in the chat room? Let me see, got any question?
Okay, Jay, they got a question from Kelvin. Stock status for LR and light.
Hi, Kevin. So for the stock status or the long range and light ride, actually we got stock for that. But if you let's say you got any inquiry, you can find my colleague Miss Winnie. From there, she can assist you further already.
Kevin, the stock status will be available on October, early of October. So if any you need to get the quotations or maybe you want to order, you just let me know.
So Jay, they got one more question from Sharon. Since when Wi-Fi 6 launched in the market?
Hi Sharon, the Wi-Fi 6 launches on early of July. So we can be order start right now, and then you may contact me. Yeah, for inject Windham, sorry. Nizam, I will be give you the pricing later. After the webinar, we will be send the video and the price to all the attendants. Thank you.
Okay, next, would like to show you guys on our current Hari Merdeka promotion. Okay, so if let's say you purchase the Wi-Fi 6 device from us, right, before 31st of August, and then it will come with a 3 years warranty. So you guys can contact the sales team for more information. And this promotion only valid until 31st of August. Okay, do you guys still got any question want to ask regarding the product and also the promotion? Okay, if there's no question, then we will end this webinar. Okay, guys, thank you for your time to join our webinar today, and stay safe. Thank you. Bye.